Guys, no be small thing they happen. No, so guys, this headline recently resurfaced. Guys, AFP made their investigation and alleged that Tinubu paid $7 million to Boko Haram. No be small thing. The main AFP investigation was published on the 23rd to the 24th February of 2026, and it has continued to receive attention because of the serious allegation and the Nigerian government's denial. Guys, guess what? It has been reported by AFP that Tinubu's government paid a huge amount of money, $7 million. As at that time, it was 10 billion, guys. According to an AFP investigation published in February 2026, unnamed intelligence source alleged that the Nigerian government paid a ransom worth millions of dollars to Boko Haram to secure the release of adopted pupils and teachers from St. Mary Catholic School in Niger State. One source reportedly estimated the amount about $7 million, guys, around 10 billion at that time, while another source gave a lower figure of about 12 billion. The report also alleged that 2 Boko Haram commanders were released as part of the deal. No be small thing, guys. However, the Tinubu's administration has strongly denied the allegation. The federal government described the AFP report as false and baseless, insisting that no ransom was paid and no Boko Haram commanders were released. Officials also criticized the report for relying on anonymous sources and said the rescue resulted from intelligence operation. Guys, African News has said that the 2 Boko Haram commanders were released, and the People's Gazette is saying that the Tinubu's administration has denied that allegation. Guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at some of the videos I've got for you. Not be smart thing they happen for this country. Allegation flying up and down. Guys, take a look at this video and let me know your honest reaction under the comment section. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Guys, take a look.
Now to the cocoa of the matter, to the story of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, move closer. Boni Alaji, is it true that they said, he said, she said, and someone be like you? Is it true what we are hearing? Because, hey, can you imagine? An independent news agency in France, AFP, you guys know them. You cannot buy them. They reported that Nigerian President, President Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu secretly paid billions of naira to Boko Haram terrorist group. The devil is there. They said he paid this money to secure the release of the nearly 230 kidnapped school children and teachers in Niger State. You guys remember that time that they kidnapped about 200, and actually it was about 300 of them. Some of them escaped. And so now we are hearing from AFP that the president allegedly paid billions of naira for the release of these school children and the teachers, which is in direct violation of Nigeria's anti-ransom laws. She understand? She you get it? Nigeria has a law that we will not pay ransom anymore to terrorists because that is how terrorists are empowered. So what this thing is telling us now, if it is true, because now it is between Alaji and AFP. What this thing is telling us now is that those students and the teachers were never actually rescued. Because if you rescue somebody, you go in there, you shoot, you kill the kidnappers, and then you rescue them. That is what we call rescue. What we are hearing now is that the Nigerian government did empowerment of the terrorists, giving them billions of naira. Intelligence sources cited by AFP disclosed that the Nigerian government paid a huge ransom with figures ranging between 2 billion to as high as 10 billion. So they allegedly paid between 2 and 10 billion naira to secure these children's freedom. Absolutely, we want the children to be free. We want the teachers to be free. Absolutely. But then they told us that they were rescued. This is not what the Nigerian government said, especially because the Nigerian government has a law against paying terrorists. The one source actually claimed that the government paid approximately 40 million naira per hostage, estimating the total to be around $7 million. These funds were allegedly transported by helicopter into Boko Haram's enclave in Gwoza, Borno State, near the Cameroonian border. That in itself tells us that the Nigerian government knows the address of Boko Haram. They know where to find them. They know where they are living. You understand? They know their enclave, they know how to enter their apartment. This money was said to have been handed over to a terrorist named Ali Ngulde, a senior Boko Haram commander. The investigation also fingered a feared Boko Haram figure who is known as Sadiku. They said he's the mastermind. This man called Sadiku is already famous for allegedly hijacking a passenger train from Abuja in 2022 and extracting hefty ransom from the passengers. And beyond operating from Borno, the man also allegedly operates a terror cell in Niger State. I'm telling you, Nigerian government, they don't just know their address, they know their offices, like all the branches that they have. 2 Boko Haram commanders were also allegedly freed as part of the negotiation. It wasn't just the money that was paid, it wasn't just the billions that was paid. The Nigerian government also allegedly freed 2 Boko Haram commanders, and they are telling us that they've declared war against terror. So this just makes it obvious that the Nigerian government is the one funding terrorism in Nigeria. Do you know that the government has denied it? But then 4 intelligence sources familiar with the negotiations, they contradicted the official position of the Nigerian government. They told AFP that the payments were definitely made after intense back-channel talks led by the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. Hey! Uncle Nuhu Ribadu, you knew about this? These negotiations reportedly lasted for 2 weeks before the captives were freed. So for 2 weeks after these kids were kidnapped, the Nigerian government was negotiating with the kidnappers. How much do you want? Okay, this is how much we can afford. Okay, we'll send it by helicopter. Give us your address one more time. Okay, Nuhu Ribadu will be the one to negotiate. For 2 weeks, guys, there was no rescue mission. For 2 weeks. Once again, we are happy that those kids are freed, teachers are freed. But what is this? We are empowering terrorists, even if to ensure that none of these kids will be killed, even if they will give them the money for them to be freed. What happened after giving them the money and after they freed the kids? Can't they go back to go and finish the terrorists? Are you telling me that the Nigerian army is not capable of a successful rescue mission? I mean, we just sent Nigerian troops to Benin Republic last year, December, didn't we? When they tried to overthrow their president. They were trying to overthrow their president, their corrupt president. And Nigeria sent soldiers. We sent troops to them like quickly. We cannot send troops to rescue our own children. I don't understand what is happening. This is sad. I interviewed Reverend Ladi Thompson, who said that Nigerian president is in the know about the terrorism that is going on in Nigeria, that he pays them. That video went viral. A lot of people watched it. But there were people who also said, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay, now this is AFPO telling us that the Nigerian president paid about 10 billion to Boko Haram terrorists. What do you think these people will do with the 10 billion? They'll buy more weapons. They'll terrorize more people. They'll kidnap more people. And if this happened with just one operation, if they could get billions out of one operation, do you know how many operations they've had? Like, do you know how many times they've kidnapped a lot of people that the Nigerian government is trying to save face? Not that they actually cared about these people, but whenever they kidnap a lot of people at a time, the government is trying to save face. So that means they've been paying them each time and telling us that they are rescuing these people, which makes me wonder how many billions have been paid to these terrorists. I think besides just telling us that AFP is lying, the president needs to address this. This is a huge scandal, and Uncle Nuhu Ribadu also needs to speak out, because now he's being quoted as the negotiator for terrorists. This is wrong. I'm just
missionary, and I live in Roof. Roof is close to Bwai, and the surrounding villages around. They are within my district. And actually what happened is that there was a serious attack from the Fulani, let me put it that way, who came in the night and stormed the village called Kubat, where over 30 people, men and women, young and children, were killed. And as of yesterday, around Murisht, Juak, and other villages around. Yesterday, there was a serious attack, even on our way going there to see all that was happening. In fact, we were trying to reach to Kubat, where they killed 30 people. In fact, the Fulanis raised ambush on us. We had to be scrolling on the ground under the flying bullets, and God in his own way, we were all safe. And the villages around, most villages, virtually every houses were set ablaze, and all their grains were all burned. Houses were burned, properties were destroyed. There was looting. We saw them. We even saw the machineries, the attackers in their hundreds, their thousands, you know, and they were open fire, exchanging fire with the military that were around. And this morning, we were trying to bury 29 people that were killed in Funzai, and immediately after we finished, we wanted to proceed to Kubon, the Kubat, where they were doing another burial. And there was a security alert. The security that were around said, no, we can't go there. And they were asking people to leave. And we were running. Right now, men and women, you can see the police, they are also getting out of the place. You know, the situation is bad. The situation is terrible. I just don't know. Looking at the attack, one will say this is a well planting, it's a long planting, well coordinated.
If they divide Nigeria today, the Biafrans will not suffer. Likewise, the Yorubas will not suffer. But I assure you that we, the northern people, will suffer, and before we get ourselves, it will take us from 1 to 50 years. At this era, a northern person, a northern citizen, still believe that the northern leaders will change the north. This 2026/2027, we are expecting the northern leaders have good things in store for us. Everything that is happening in the north today is the northern leaders. The creation of poverty, extremely high in number of insecurity, sufferness, and many more. They said they are going to bring security to the north, but what we get today is insecurity. President Buhari gave them everything to remodernize and to arrange the north, but all we get from them is Boko Haram, Lakurawa, ISIS, ISWAPs, bandits, kidnappers. And you are expecting northern Nigeria to be great in 2 years? No, never.
So guys, you can see what is happening. You know, people are disappointed, guys. It is even the northerners that are regretting this administration, guys, because it has not favored them in any way. Should we talk about the kidnappings going there? You heard that northern man say that even if they divide Nigeria now, that the northerners will suffer. They will suffer because they created poverty for themselves. Now let me take you through more headlines, guys. This one said, gunmen adopt pastor's wife, 3 children in Brunei. This is happening this morning, guys. This morning, you can see this news always makes wave. I mean, this bandits news, kidnapping news, always a daily headline. The other one said Nigeria condemns xenophobic attack, urges AU action against South Africa. Then the other one said police bust suspected kidnappers targeting POS operators in Anambra State. Nowhere is safe again in Nigeria. Concerning the news that Tinubu paid Boko Haram $7 million, guys, people are asking, did he truly pay that money? People are saying, I feel like crying for this country. Pause. The Nigerian government paying huge ransom to secure these children, guys. Some people are saying that it's against the law in Nigeria. It's against the law in Nigeria. Then Bill Chris said there is a Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. Islamic Muslim Fulani terrorists sponsored and aided by Nigerian APC terrorist regime are kidnapping, raping, beheading and burning Christians in Nigeria. The other one said, yeah, I agree. There is a Christian genocide going in Nigeria. Islamic Muslims, Fulani terrorists sponsored by and aided by Nigerian APC terrorist regime are kidnapping, raping, beheading and burning Christian and churches in Nigeria. Guys, another one said in Nigeria, Muslim, Fulani militias and jihadists burn Christian villages and slaughter inhabitants simply for being Christian. The media, UN, and even the Pope remain silent, guys. Should we defend persecuted Christians nationwide? Then the other one said, there is a Christian genocide going on in Nigeria by Islamic terrorists. Why are Japan and South Africa not making a case about it at the International Court of Justice? Bunch of hypocrites. Tinubu has failed to protect Nigerian Christians, guys. And then the other one said, President Tinubu was asked today, what is your message to Nigerians about the issues of insecurity? He responded, issue of security, that is the law. That is the obedience of law, guys. You can see what is going on. This is coming from Gossip Mail Nigeria. Guys, these people are not ready to fight insecurity in Nigeria. They are not ready. Let me know what you think about this. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.